Good morning, everybody. Johnny Jetrod here. We're going to go to the news here in just a second. I'm going to show you guys just exactly how they're giving you a bunch of leftist propaganda and all kinds of crazy stuff they keep talking about. It's just crazy, they just want to continue to sow the seeds of division, and they don't want to show anything that Donald Trump is doing on the positive side. If you go to his Twitter feed, you'll see nothing but negative comments at the top. I believe it's being censored to where all the positive stuff for Donald Trump is being run way back down to the bottom. It's crazy. But we're going to go to the news here in just a second. I'm going to show you guys a couple of things about how they continue to sow the seeds of division. Matter of fact, let me get over here and let's go to the clip, okay?
Spy ship sailing off the Connecticut coast. They say the vessel, the Victor Leonov, may be collecting information on a key U.S. naval base. New London is the Navy's main submarine facility on the East Coast and home port for 15 nuclear subs. Don Dahler is in the nearby town of Groton, Connecticut, with Russia's military challenge. Don, good morning.
Good morning. The ship is over the horizon about 30 to 40 miles out to sea in international waters. And even though the Pentagon says they don't believe it poses any threat to people in this area, they do see it as yet another instance of Russian provocation. At about 300 feet long, the Victor Leonov was built for spying. The ship's sophisticated surveillance equipment can intercept radar, radio, and other electronic signals.
Oh, it's the Russians. The Russians are doing it.
Because it enjoys the Connecticut coastline in the winter. It is collecting information, apparently, because it wants to spy on our military.
The vessel set sail from Cuba and was spotted Tuesday about 70 miles off Delaware. U.S. territorial waters extends just 12 miles from the mainland. Yesterday, the Victor Leonov was said to be within 30 miles of naval submarine base New London. Its route would have taken it past several major Navy installations, but Michael Peterson, director of the Russian Maritime Studies Institute, doubts the ship picked up a lot of sensitive information.
When we know that that vessel is in range, it's highly unlikely that we are using radio or radar waves or any other kind of electronic emissions that this vessel is capable of picking up.
Russian ships routinely conduct spy missions near U.S. waters. The Victor Leonov has traveled up the Atlantic coast before, in 2014 and 2015. It was also docked in Havana in 2015 when the first high-level U.S. delegation made its historic trip to Cuba.
We know they're doing it. They know that we know that they're doing it.
It's the latest in an alarming string of incidents involving Russian military. Last week, a group of Russian jets buzzed a U.S. destroyer in the Black Sea.
Nobody can confirm it.
Russia of secretly deploying cruise missiles capable of carrying a nuclear warhead in violation of a major arms control treaty.
Okay, that's a little concerning.
It may be just part of a testing of the new administration, which has been all too cozy with Vladimir Putin's regime in Russia.
Okay, see what's happening? 24/7 coverage. The Russians did it. It's the Russians. Oh my God, the Russians are coming. The Russians are coming. You see how they're just continuing to sell this propaganda of Russian influence in everything that we do. Now, it may be a little bit concerning that the Russians are patrolling along our coast 30 miles off the water, off the coastline. But, the international water line is 12 miles away. But you know what? Russians do that all the time. It happens all the time. We do that to Russia. Patrolling international waters close to our coastline is something that's been happening for decades. It's a routine thing. Now, if they're surveilling us, well, then maybe they're surveilling us. Big deal. But why does the media have to continue this tabloid production of everything is Russian, everything is Russia, everything is Russia? We're going to be talking about that later on today. And I've got another report that we're going to be doing. It's going to kind of explain why Russia is so much in the news and what the real agenda is. So we're going to talk about that later on today. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of that propaganda they're trying to sell you. And we're going to talk about why that is later. So stay tuned for some more reports coming up later on today. My name is Johnny Jetrod. If you like what we're doing here, give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and tap that bell for future notifications. Make sure you tap the bell or you might not get our reports. Thank you, America.